Hello, I am Peaches and your host of On Location TV. Actor, writer, engineer, director, musician, comedian, and CEO of Statuned Media Firm. My guest today is G.Wiz Peaches, and he is truly a person that has his plate full as well as business savvy. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to find out how he manages his career and avoid business overload. We're back, and you're watching On Location TV with my guest today, G.Wiz Peaches. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'll say it like my uncle used to say it. If I was doing any better, I couldn't stand it.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that. Now, I am so excited to have you on the show. My contact that I contacted, I kind of told him what I was looking for. I was actually looking for a cartoonist. I had this thought of educating the public on these figures that when we go to different malls and stuff, you know how they do that, take the normal look, and when they finish with it, it's kind of like a cartoonish look.
Right.
So this contact told me about you. And when I got your bio, I was like, what the heck? It was so much on it. And in my opening, I think I named out about 6 or 7 things that we're going to break down and talk about.
All right.
But before we get to that, I want to find out just a little information about who is G.Wiz Peaches.
G.Wiz Peaches. Who is this guy? Who is he? Well, I am born and raised in Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay.
I went to Jim Hill High School where I was an athlete. Most people know me on the sports side of things. I played ball. I played all sports growing up. My father was one of the best coaches I've ever had. And he pushed me real hard and made me who I am today. And I just continue to use what I've learned through athletics to focus on my business side. Just work as much as I can and make as many things happen. I went to Texas Southern University playing basketball, where I majored in electronic engineering, and then I later went on to ITT Technical Institute and majored in multimedia. So I've been having my hands in it for quite a while now.
Now, like I said earlier, that I really wanted to talk to someone about being a cartoonist.
Right.
And we're not just going to focus on that because you do that, right? But let's talk about that first, how you became involved. I know that's a gift that you got to have to be able to do that. It's not really something that's taught, I don't think, right? You have to be gifted to draw. Not everybody can just say.
And I don't draw mostly anymore. I use the computer animation because they have so many electronics and software that you can use these days that all you have to do is basically come up with the ideal and the concept, and you can draw it on the computer. So I don't freehand draw as much anymore, but I do the computer graphics and animation.
So a person like me, I might could do that, huh?
I don't. I'm not saying that.
I'm trying to figure out if I can do that. I love that. I love that look when you go to the mall and when they finish, it's kind of like you got that huge head and kind of look really weird. So I like that.
Okay.
But now I want to talk about, since we're going to come back and talk about that a little bit more, but let's break down the different things that, like I said, when I got this bio and people was like, she going to be able to read all that, all those different things that you do.
Right.
And you are actor?
Yes.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Well, I've acted in many short plays, short films, commercials, skits, cartoons. I do voiceovers for cartoons. So I make sure I'm staying busy but in front of and behind the scenes of the camera.
Okay. Yeah. Director?
Yes.
You're involved in that? You direct?
Yes, I've helped direct. Actually, I'm helping produce on a film now that I can't give you too much information about as we speak, but we are working on that. It's going to be real good. It's being filmed in Jackson, here in Jackson.
Oh, okay.
So be on the lookout for that real soon.
I know what it is, because they've been talking about it on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, everything's on Facebook. If you want to find out something, go to Facebook.
Right.
But I bet I know what that is. That's great. That's great.
Yes.
Now, you're a comedian?
Yes, and I've actually had a chance to meet JJ. For you all that know JJ, he's from Jackson, Mississippi.
Right.
He's a graduate of and Alcorn State University for SWAC followers.
Right.
He's been on tour with Cedric the Entertainer, and I've had a chance to meet those guys, and I've had a ball being around them and giving them the opportunity to work on a few projects with them as well.
Musician?
Yes, I do music. I write many songs. I'm engineering. I have an album that's coming out soon as well that I've been helping produce. So
is that your own personal album, or is that somebody that you're working with?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yes, actually both. Yes.
So can you talk about the I guess, would it be called the title, or?
Yes, the title of it is called Enigma.
Uh-huh.
And what made me come up with that name is because enigma is something hard to figure out, like a puzzle.
Uh-huh.
So I just entitled it Enigma because I felt like that really fit what person I was.
Okay. So that's your newest project that you're working on?
One of the newest projects.
Okay. So when will we be able to, I guess, purchase that? How will we be able to do?
It's in the final stages right now. I'm making sure the copyrights are in order, all paperwork. So we'll give it, I'll say a year, but it'll be before that year. But just to go back, I like to meticulously do things. So we'll sit back and kind of go over it and make sure the production is correct, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, engineer.
Yes, I'm contracted with WAPT, Channel 16 Engineering. I've been engineering in studios, music studios around Jackson, as well as Memphis. So like I say, I try my best to stay busy one way or the other and be very productive any way possible.
Now, I said earlier, your plate is full. I just want to know how you be able to how you manage all that.
Well, you have to have good people on your side and people that support you, for one. A lot of times I do kind of overdo it to where I forget to rest.
Right.
Because you have to fit that in your schedule somewhere, and you have to fit eating.
Right, and to have a life after, because you have a fiance, so you have to have some time for her and mom and dad and family.
And she helps me balance out a lot of things as well. We're actually partnering up. She has an accounting firm.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Right.
Don't get into it yet, but we're going to talk about that because we're getting ready to go on break in a few minutes.
Gotcha.
So we're going to talk about that a little bit later on, because like I said, there again, you got about 30 things that you're doing.
Well, it's good being around good people that are very productive in all the venues I've been going to, as well as WAPT. You bump into people that have some of the same qualifications that you have. So when your plate gets a little too heavy, you're able to call on those people that are reliable and that do a great job in projects, and you can kind of network with them, and it makes it easier for you.
Now, did I miss anything? Now, I know that when we come back on break, we want to talk about you being the CEO of Statuned.
Yes, the best is yet to come.
Okay, we're going to talk about that. But just before we do that and go on break, I had so much in this bio. Did I miss anything? As far as, because I was just I want to target in on everything, because when people sometimes, they don't want to share information about what they do, it's kind of like I've met a lot of people who say, well, I don't want to boast about what I'm doing. It's not boasting. It's really educating the public and our young people to let them know that whatever they want to do is possible.
Yes, it is.
So that's why I like to boast about what somebody else is doing, so to speak, to encourage our young people that anything is possible in this day and time.
Yes, it is.
So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about this CEO business. So we'll be right back.
Eddie, I'm telling you, I got the plan and everything, man. All you got to do, man, just call the cash back.
Man, you sat down and told me that same like last time, and I ain't got paid for that
Yeah,
yet.
I know we said we were gonna pay you, but man, it take time
See
to
what
get
I'm
this
saying?
look.
See, I sat there and tried to tell them when we were first coming up with the show. I said, now, if you going to get these people to do this, you're going to have to pay them. They don't want to hear we get paid later. Now we got to go out here and find more actors and all of that, man. Don't nobody have time for all that. You see, Eddie going to give him a hard time. I already know it. Miss Lou ain't trying to hear it. Stay tuned, people. Let's see if we can gather everybody back together for another episode.
I got a master plan, man. I got a master plan. All we got to do is go ahead, man. You call the crew back, and man, it's gonna be more than a pilot, man. We're gonna put out a whole season, man. I promise you, I put that on everything. We're gonna put out a whole season.
See, G.Wiz think he just gonna talk Eddie into getting back into the groove of things. I can't say I don't blame him for not wanting to go back out there and do another show. He didn't get paid for the first one. We don't even know where Miss Lou is. Everybody stay tuned and keep an eye out on things. Holler back at your boy.
If I wasn't trying to get my life together, I'd really be like, do you remember how many times y'all told me y'all gonna pay me last time we did this? I don't think you really know.
Man.
And if I call Miss Lou, she gonna give you a mouthful of words. She gonna fill your head up with all kind of stuff, man. I really care about you. Really hurt my feelings.
Serious business, man.
I really want to slap you right now.
Look, man. What I owe you if it don't fall through?
See, if I was Eddie, I probably would slap him. You mean to tell me you want me to go out here and put out my finest acting and you ain't talking about no money? That's funny. No, better yet, it ain't funny playing with my money.
Let's just
Man,
try.
I really can't believe you just called me over here like this and Joe Jake and fan talk me.
All right.
Whatever.